Hi, my name is Betty Kreidberg and welcome to the Ribbonfair.com video series. Today we're really excited to be working with the Ribbon Magic Bow Maker. We're going to be giving you some helpful hints, and that is that you're going to find on page 2 in your finishing touch instruction book. The finishing touch is the ABCs of bow making, and you will refer to it frequently just for ideas and different bows. But the tips that we're going to show you today, you're going to use throughout all of your bows. So if you do this first, you'll be able to make any type of bow on your bow maker. The first tip today is that I'd like to introduce you first of all to the parts of the bow maker. We have the little bow pin holder, and it is, as it sounds, the holder for the bow pin. So this is what holds all of your bows together, and you need one for each bow. You're going to slide your bow pin into the holder, and our first tip here is that there is a flat side on your bow maker, on your bow pin holder, and there's also a flat side inside of your bow maker. So you're going to spin it around till you feel it drop in and give it a little clockwise snug. It's in there, it's not going anywhere, and it's going to hold it tight while you're making any of your bows. When you are done with your bow, give it a counterclockwise turn and it will slide right out with your bow each time. That works the same on the back of your bow maker, and you'll be surprised how many bows you're going to be making on the back of your bow maker. So spin it around till you feel it drop in, give it a little snug, and it's ready to go. You'll be making bows in an instant. Give it a half a snug back out and lift it out. That will come come out with your bow. So the next tip is that when your bow pin holder is in there and you're ready to begin, remember that your bows are always made upside down on the bow maker. So when we make our first center loops, I'll show you here, you're going to be starting with the center of your bow and working your way out. That's the other tip. Now, one little hint for making bows is that when you place your ribbon onto the bow pin, if you hold it from side to side and you poke it onto the pin, this is a metallic ribbon. It's a little more durable than most ribbons, but this is what will happen. Your ribbon will split. Don't be surprised if you're holding it on the side and pulling it that way. Very common. So what I recommend is that you're going to pull it the long way. And actually, when you pull your ribbon and poke it right down onto the pin, if you're pulling it lengthwise, it's going to help it snap right onto the bow pin. Instant, no splitting, you're ready to go. Now, to begin your bow, when you're making a single starter bow, you're going to wrap your ribbon around your fingers and make a loop. I do it about the size of 3 fingers. Everybody does it a little bit different. You'll find what works for you. When you do a single bow, you're going to wrap it 3 or 4 times. So before you place it onto the bow pin, the next tip here is that you want to be sure to catch the little end there in the middle so that goes onto the pin. And here's the secret to the whole thing. When you're placing it onto the pin, you're placing it only through the layers where your fingers are holding it. You don't need to go through both layers, but you need to go through this layers where your fingers are holding it. The other thing is if you're going through 4 layers of ribbon, wiggle it a little from side to side and you're ready to begin. So the last tip of the day is that when you're working with a roll of ribbon, instead of letting the ribbon spiral off like this, you're consistently twisting your ribbon. Hold the ribbon in the middle and pull the roll like this. It'll save you a lot of time if you're working with a flat piece of ribbon, and we never cut the ribbon until the bow is done. Thank you very much for joining us. That's our hints and tips. Please join us again for our single starter bows and our other bows on the Ribbon Magic Bow Maker. Have a great day.